the question that I got was, what are steps, tricks, and my advice about manifestation? And I simply love manifestation and love attraction, so I'm very happy that this showed up. Um, the reason why I love it is because it always works in our favor, even though when we don't realize it. Um, and it's been a tool that since I learned it, it changed my life so dramatically that, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that works that fast. So if you want to learn something new, let's dive in, because I have a feeling that this might be a long video, so let's try to make it short. So there are different, it depends on where do you look at it. You get the different steps, you get the different ideas of how exactly it works, but I'll share with you the one that resonates with me the most and the way I'm dealing with that. So I believe there is 5 crucial steps about manifestation that we all have to acknowledge. And the number one is knowing what we don't want. And I believe this is the most crucial step, and this is the reason why we are experiencing contrast in our lives. You know, things are not always easy for us, but when something goes wrong, when businesses fall apart, when projects doesn't go through, or when the relationships fail, we are offered a contrast. We are offered to see and evaluate, like, oh, this is what I don't want. This is how I don't want my business to, work. This is how I don't want my partnership to be. And you get the idea of what you don't want. And this is so important, because if I ask you right now, what do you want in your life? It's very likely that you will start saying what you don't want. So it's easier for our mind to find out from whatever is happening and say, like, hey, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that. So I advise you to start writing. If you want to manifest something specifically in your life, let's say you want to manifest more abundance, or you want to manifest the new partner, whatever it is, just start with what you don't want. And then comes the second step, which is define very clearly what you want. And this will, like, doing step one will really help you define what you want. And regarding this step two, it's so crucial that you are very specific. Don't just say you want more money. Don't just say you want a better partner. It has to be defined specifically what exactly that means for you. And here is the trick that I do whenever I want to manifest something. It's so much better and so much more important for you to take time every single day. Let's say commit to 30 days of doing this exercise, and every single day write what you want. And the reason why is this powerful is because a lot of people, the way they are approaching manifestation is when they're in lack, when there's something missing in their life, they want to write they took 2 hours to write what exactly they want. And then they just, forget about it, it also works. It's like both ends work. But what I realized for myself is that if I want to be very specific of what I want, if I'm writing it today, I will write something because I'm in a certain mood, and that's what I'm gonna put down. But tomorrow when I wake up, I'm gonna be in a different mood, and I'm gonna have new perspective, and I'm gonna be able to add some stuff, to change some things. And what I realized for myself is that consistency works so much better than perfection. Like usually before I was like, really setting 2 hours and then just binging it out and being like, this is what I want. But now, like, especially the topics that are more delicate, like partnerships or businesses, or, projects that you want to manifest, or health, it's really crucial to take time. And every single day you can write what you want. And the second trick here is to not write it as I want this, because in that case you are manifesting the wanting. What does it mean? Is like the universe is listening. And if you are saying, I want more money, I want, and be more specific, but if you say, I want, the universe is listening, is like, oh, she wants to have those things. So I guess we have to make sure that she doesn't have it so that she will keep on wanting them. So there is like, basically you're manifesting the one thing, which means that I want this today and I will want this tomorrow. So it's not gonna come. So it's crucial element here is to change the language and be really like, I have this, I enjoy this, I love having this in my life, I love having this, I love having that. And just, really, really, really milk it the way that it's like juicy. You don't want to have like just, sentences that doesn't awake any feelings. You want sentences that will bring up so much feeling for you. And it's important to start with things where there is no resistance. So you don't want to start with like, if you're want to manifest money, you don't want to start with like, oh, I see myself having $1 million tomorrow. There's usually resistance in it. The brain will immediately say, oh, this is not possible. But if you start slow and you milk it in a way like, I can see how my business is growing, and like every single week I'm attracting more clients, and this results in more abundance coming in, and like you can write a specific amounts and all this, and you can kind of make a business plan out of the manifestation in the way that you that is still like something that you believe in. And yeah, I think that's a crucial element, and that's something that I will come back later. Then you have step number three, which is ask for what you want. And this is also a crucial one, because a lot of people are just writing it out and now that's what I want. No, be very, very actively asking for what you want, which means, first of all, ask to someone above. This is so weird that we are like, we know that there's something, we know that there's something more, but we often just forget about it, and we are like, oh yeah, I want to manifest this. I'm gonna do it. No, I don't need any help. No, don't, leave me alone. Versus you can be like, especially when I'm having like something like really that I want to manifest, or it's like, it's something's really been not working in my life and I want to change it. I'm always like, guys, we have a project now. This is a collective work. So I need everyone that can help me. And this is what we are doing now. And I'm like specifically asking, demanding, and saying what I want to attract in my life. And I ask for signs, I ask for synchronicity, I ask for people, new people that will come in my life and show me. I ask for, like specific stuff that will lead me to the end, whatever, the end meaning manifestation. So sometimes like we need just more courage, and I know that I need more courage to manifest that thing that I want. So I will ask for like, let's say, opportunities where I can practice my courage, and whenever I practice my courage, I want a reward. So it's like I specifically ask, like, whenever I'm gonna go out of my comfort zone, I want a reward that I'm gonna see it. It's like, yes, going out of my comfort zone serves my manifestation. It's happening. And like, I'm really demanding what I want. And I'm often saying like, especially if I'm afraid of doing something and I know this should be the next step, or let's say that I know someone can help me and I'm afraid to reach out like to a cold person, not a cold person, but a cold contact that you don't know yet, but I feel like I should, and like there is a fear behind it of being rejected, whatever. I always like kind of make a deal with someone above that I'm gonna trade my fear and I'm gonna do it anyway, and for the reward, I want something to come in my life. And sometimes I even like specify, like, I want to be rewarded with, sometimes like simple money coming in, or I want to be rewarded with new people coming in my life, or sometimes it's just like I want to be rewarded with someone saying, oh, this really changed my life. So that I know that, I know that this is the right path. I know this works and this is what I should keep on doing. So whatever it is, just like ask, demand. This is what we do now. Make it a project, make it exciting. And then we have step 4, which is act like you already have it. And this is usually the hardest part for most people, because, if we don't have it yet, it's like, how can I pretend that I have it? And here is something. Fear, worries, stuff like that. We are so used to prepare to kind of say, no, I lost the word, but we are so used to pretending that bad things will happen. And you can be in fear of like, oh, if I post this, people are gonna reject me, or if I do this, and you can imagine every single thing. You can be like, you can go so into details, what could happen, what could go wrong. So it's not that you cannot pretend that something that didn't happen is not happening. It's happening, but it's just that we are trained to do it in a negative way. And now it's time for us to train ourselves to do it in a positive way, which means like you are actively imagining stuff going well for you, imagining like you already have it. That's why morning meditations are so good, or just like evening meditation, whenever you want to visualize, or going out into places where there are abundant people, there are people like happy couples, whatever you want to attract in your life, and just share your joy and appreciation for them and for them having this experience. And this will help you get your experience back. Also, if you want health for yourself, just, watch athletes, watch people that have amazing opportunities to do these things with their bodies, and just be so grateful for them and accept that it is possible for you as well. So this is like the hardest part, because there are usually some blockages, some bubbles that are stored with negative energy where we believe that this is not possible for us. So a crucial element or a trick here is to, when you realize that you're visualizing something and you're going into that scenario of what could be happening, and you're having a blissful experience, but at the same time there is something in you that is holding you back and is saying like, nope, you don't have it yet, nope, there's still lack. I believe that the crucial part is to dive into that emotion. We usually, because we are saying, like, especially in law of attraction field, people are saying, raise your vibration, go above it, go above it, go above it. If it's within you, you cannot go above it, because it will keep on being there. So go in it and really dive into it and try to understand where it's coming from, and start asking questions. Why do I feel this way? When was the first time I felt this? Why is this coming up? What is this lesson trying to teach me? And ask things, and sometimes just understanding of that blockages will help you move past them. And sometimes it won't, and you will, the way I'm dealing with that is like, if I can, I try to deal with it by myself. Sometimes I do energy healing on myself, but sometimes it happens that I'm not able to do it by myself. That's when I ask for help of my healers, and then we usually do the energy healing so that we realize what is the blockage, where is that thing that is still, I'm still holding back. And then when I look into it and I understand it and I feel through it, I'm able to visualize the thing without me feeling that resistance within me. And once you're able to feel it without the resistance, that's like instant manifestation. And sometimes it's also good, if you have like a certain thing that you want to manifest, to break it down into small steps, small things, and just ask for like small stuff to keep you into the momentum, which means to keep you believing that things will happen in your way. So for me, this sometimes means just like asking for signs, just like saying, oh, I want to feel dolphin today because I feel like I want to feel dolphin. I want to see a dolphin today, which can be like whatever, on a picture, on a video, whatever. Just so that I know that I'm like still on the right track. I know that it's still coming, whatever it is. You can decide for any kind of a sign. You can ask for whatever you want. And it's just about testing it out, testing it out, testing it out. You have to practice. You have to have a lot of practice about manifestation, of just asking, demanding, seeing the results, and also like being very aware of where is your wish coming from, because sometimes we are so trapped into our ego that we are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna manifest this whatever, and you don't really want it. It's just like, I want it so that I will prove to others that I can have it, or it's coming from that ego wish. That's usually not working, and that's usually where the manifestation will be stopped. But yeah, if it's pure, if it's coming from your soul and it's something that you really, really want, you can manifest whatever you want. And I promise that, because I already manifested that the flight changed without me doing anything. I don't know. I had some crazy stories about manifestation. And maybe I should start talking about it, because every time I'm talking about them, I feel so much energy and so light and playful that I go into like, oh, I want to have more of this, and then I do the whole process again. But this is already a very long video, so I hope it served you. I hope it clarifies some stuff for you. I could talk about this topic all day long, so if there's anything more that you want to hear, please let me know. Send me a private message and I will record a video about it. And also let me know if you want to hear more of my stories about manifestation. I think it would be interesting. So thank you for listening, and talk to you soon. Ciao, ciao!